What's going on, guys? It's Greg Dies, and welcome to the long-awaited Cascade XRS review. This is the newest helmet. It's been out for a couple of weeks now. You saw it teased in college. It was in an All-America game. It was in the PLL. And today we're going to take a look and break down some of its details. So I've also got its predecessor, the Cascade S, and the one before that, the Cascade R, to compare it to for you guys, because you might have those helmets, and that way you can look at the comparisons and see what you like and dislike about it. So first up, the price is $299. That is uncustomized, just stock color. They do have a really great customizer where you can pick out all kinds of different crazy colors for all the different parts. When I was younger, I always had a lot of fun just messing around, making fun custom helmets in there. And now, you know, it's still a lot of fun to do for Team ECD. So this one we have is the cyan blue. I'm pretty sure this is what the Atlas are wearing this season. We got it with white accents, white face mask, white chin, and X-jaw. And I just put some simple decals on there we had left over. So if you want to get the chrome shell, it's going to cost you $70 extra. If you want to get the matte shell, it's going to cost $30 extra. So this helmet, once fully customized with the different face masks and chrome, it could creep up to near $400, which is pricey, but it's arguably the most important piece of equipment that you wear because it does protect your head. So let's talk about weight, because that is important when you have something on your head. You really can feel if it's lighter or heavier. So the Cascade S is 2.34 pounds. The Cascade XRS is 2.4 pounds, and the R is 2.5 pounds. So it's a little bit lighter than the R and just a tiny bit, an unnoticeable amount heavier than the S. So I don't think weight is something to worry about. I wore this in our game last night and it felt really fantastic. I have to say it's my favorite Cascade helmet of all the three of these. I liked the R, but it really wasn't my favorite. The S was pretty good. I think the XRS, in my opinion, having worn it, is my favorite out of the three. And one of the things that people were a little off-put by was this this jaw piece here, which on the S they introduced it, and it basically ran here and had one stripe going back across the ear. On this one, they doubled down because it is a different plastic and provides more rigidity in that area. I believe that's the reason they do it, and went even bigger on it. And really this time people don't seem to notice quite as much, and they don't seem to be bothered by it. And I think one of the reasons is because you can now pick your colors for this piece. So on the S, it was only available in black, and if you wanted other colors, you had to put somebody had to make decals for them. And black just doesn't go with everybody's uniforms. You know, if you look at Notre Dame, black isn't in their color scheme, so it looked a little off. So now you can pick between white, black, and gray, so you can make it look a lot more subtle. It can match and blend in with a white helmet, and it won't stand out so much. So I think that was a great idea. Obviously, it provides protection, and now they've made the look a little more seamless, and having the colors will make it blend in just a little bit better. They've still got this vision rail, which is this flat bar, so that you have more vision going out the front over this flat bar. But I think one thing that was a really big improvement from previous helmets is they extended the peripheral vision. So you see back here, they cut this away much, much further. And so when you put a helmet on, you do really notice that those sides come in sort of like wide horse blinders, and the more you can have that cut away, the better. So you can see that the two next to each other, it's hard to kind of come up with a number, but this corner here is cut back significantly further so you can see better out of your peripherals. That's very important for lacrosse, whether you're on offense, defense, goalie. It really doesn't matter. You really want that feature. So that was very smart, and I really like that. Another thing they did a better job with is just the ventilation. It was a big step up for the S, but this one you can see they've redesigned all these vents, so small vents at the front, but these ones on the top are super big, especially back here on the corners. These are really huge. Obviously, you play lacrosse in the heat, play in the summer, you want your head to stay cool, so they've also got new vents here in the back. I think this is a newly shaped one here in the back. Yeah, they reshaped that one, and then even larger ear holes. So you've got more ventilation, should keep you cooler. It also looks really nice. I always just like all these, little cuts, kind of like a supercar. They just styled up everything a little bit more. One complaint people had was really closing off this decal area. So on earlier helmets, like the Pro 7, they had a totally flat spot here, and it was great for a big decal for a team. This is a minor complaint because it really, number one things about helmet are safety, comfort, and then looks should come third, but they do only have a small spot for a decal. So you either have an oversized cutoff decal, or you have just a smaller spot to put them. That's never been a problem. I mean, we've done little decals before, just like the Crab, but you can see with that second jaw, you had all this area to put a decal on the S, and now it's been reduced. It's a small complaint, but worth noting. But the decal companies like Jerry Pro Athletics do a good job of solving all this. One thing I really liked, that I was really impressed with this helmet right when I put it on, was how comfortable it was. I found that the S did have some pressure points for me, and so they've redesigned the interior with what they're calling 360 fit, which is how I would accurately describe it. Didn't have any pressure points. As soon as I put it on, it fit really well. They've got the minor adjustment you can make by bringing this tail in here in the back, which is super easy and really snugs it up. But whatever they've done with this comfort fit really does work, because it felt very snug. It wasn't shaking at all. They've got really nice ear pads in here. So I think the fit and the comfort is the best I've had from a Cascade helmet. So at the moment, there's only an adult size for this helmet. There is no youth. They have a youth for the S. I assume they'll come out with a youth for the XRS eventually, but you little guys will have to wait for a little bit to get the youth version. So in my opinion, this is the best Cascade helmet they've ever made. I think the S was good, and it's minor improvements, but the improvements are all around. They pretty much improved everything that you're thinking about with a helmet, and even that's only by 10 or 15%, it made a big difference in the overall package. So if you were looking for a brand new helmet in the Cascade line, I can do a video later to compare the high-end helmets from STX, Warrior, and Cascade together, but if you're just comparing Cascade helmets, I would say the XRS is worth the jump up to the new helmet. So feel free to leave any questions you have for me down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.